The TV series Smash is now a Broadway musical. The show centers on the ups and downs of creating a Broadway show. It stars triple threat Robin Herder as Ivy Lynn, an actress who is portraying Marilyn Monroe in the musical within the musical called Bombshell. On stage host Frank Dwella sat down with Robin to talk about the show.
This is Robin Herder's 8th Broadway show, but it may just be the biggest bombshell of her career yet.
Do it till I'm black and blue, let's be bad.
This is a moment for you.
It is.
A big moment for you, because I was there the day when you booked this role.
I know, in Sardi's of all places. I was like, I have to tell you, I just got the show. I mean, how Broadway can you get?
She's starring in Smash as Ivy Lynn. For those not familiar with the 2012 NBC series about the making of a Broadway show, Robin's character of Ivy portrays Marilyn Monroe in the biomusical they're creating, a show within a show.
I look at our show as this is such a fun and funny peek into what it really looks like putting up a Broadway show. I mean, it's a little heightened, but it's not that far off, like, honestly.
I remember being with you up in Boston when you were doing the out-of-town tryout for A Beautiful Noise. And you said something that was so interesting to me. You said, Frank, my goal isn't to be a film and TV star. I want to be a Broadway star.
See, I talk to you and you make me cry.
You're doing it, Robin.
I know. I knew I was gonna cry with you. Yeah, I did it. And I'm very proud of myself because I think I did it the right way for me. My heart will forever be an ensemblist. Being a dancer first is very special. I didn't want to just be a star. I want to feel every single step of this business. The fact that I'm 43 now and I've had this 20-year career on Broadway and this is the role I get to play. It's all of my work. The final scene with Karen, I don't know, she says this line, remember what's beautiful about this business. Don't let it break you. And it's my favorite line, I think, ever in a show because it's so true. It is. We have to remember we do this because we love it.
And Frank joins me now on the set.
Shannon.
It's so great to see you guys talking there. The fact that you were there when she got the role, how crazy is that?
It was crazy. I mean, she was waiting for her husband, who is also a Broadway actor. He was doing a show called New York, New York at the time. She walked into Sardi's. She was acting weird, and I went up and gave her a hug and said, are you okay? She's like, I'm not supposed to say anything, but I just booked Smash. I'm playing Ivy Lynn. And I was like, that was 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago.
A lot of full circle moments with you,
Now look
Frank.
at her. Now look at her.
I mean, a true triple threat. She does it all.
Yeah, she does. She does it all. You're absolutely right. You know, and I watched Robin. I've known Robin for years, probably from the beginning of her career when she did Chitty Chitty Bang Bang in 2005. She worked her way up through the ensemble, and she idolized the great Gwen Verdon, who is one of our great triple threats of the Broadway stage. So, you know, you can see her trying to do that. Now she's having her big moment as a leading lady.
And you hear Robin in the story that you did talk about some of those trials and tribulations of being a Broadway actor, trying to make it in this field. So even though the musical within the musical is fictional, she can relate to the story a lot.
Oh, 100%. I mean, it's not an easy business, and she's raising a family, and you know, her husband is also an actor in the business, but she makes it look effortless, and kudos to Robin Herder.
I also want to give kudos to you because you have some special connections to the show. The TV series, you made a cameo.
I did make a cameo, and of course you have the footage right there, Shannon. That was back in 2013 with Deborah Messing and Jesse L. Martin on the TV series Smash. I love this property. You know, I love that every single week when this series was on, it put a spotlight on the Broadway community and the New York theater scene, and you know, it was an honor to be a part of the series.
And that's not all, too. Now you also have a connection to the Broadway show.
If we're gonna go there.
Let's go there.
The poster, yes, the poster of Smash is a who's who in terms of people in the Broadway community, or where's Waldo, I like to say.
There
and there I am. They zoomed in on me, and that was fun. We shot that back in December, and it is plastered on the wall all over the Imperial Theater, outside the theater, inside the theater, on the playbill, on the bag, on the T-shirt. So there I am with Smash.
If you go, look for Frank. It will be hard to miss him, but find Frank.
My favorite thing is to, for folks to say, oh, there's Julie James from Sirius XM, and, there's Richie Ridge from Broadway World, Paul Wontorek from Broadway.com. Lots of familiar faces
It gets
there.
people talking.
Yeah, exactly.
Anything else coming up on the show this weekend, by the way?
Of course. I mean, we're in the thick of Tony season,
Yeah.
so we have Operation Mincemeat on the show. We have Betty Boop on the show. Hugh Jackman and Sonia Frieden have created this amazing theater company called Together, which is all about making theater more accessible. We'll talk about that on the show. It's a good show this weekend.
A good show for sure as we get ready for the Tony Awards. Big week, big month. You can catch On Stage every weekend at 7:30 and 10:30 on Saturdays and Sundays. Thanks, Frank.
Thanks, Shannon.